can't stop me now. I got no rival. I'ma find my way through the blood and pain.
What's up, everybody? New Never You BGM back in the building. Today I wanted to talk about something that's been heavy on my heart. You versus cards. And this is gonna go for Final Fantasy, Lorcana, Yu-Gi-Oh, MTG, whatever you play, whatever card game that you play. It's not gonna be a long video, just something I wanted to throw out into the community of trading card players and just, start a conversation, see how you feel about the situation, and leave it in the comments. Let me know. Anyway, there is a thing where I think is a true statement that art imitates reality. So in each card game, there are hundreds of cards, hundreds of different cards that do different things, but in reality, all cards are created to reach the same goal. The goal is to win. You're not doing anything outside of trying to win. So with that being said, I think the way that people look at cards is a strong indication on how people look at people. For instance, let's say a new card comes out and it's a legend in Final Fantasy, or a secret rare in Yu-Gi-Oh, or I don't know what it is in Lorcana. Enchanted, I think, is the highest rarity in that. I'm not sure. Anyway, but the highest rarity card that you can pull out of a set. And the consensus on the card from whatever community is playing that card game, they say it's trash. This card sucks. This card's useless. The only reason it's good because of waifu tax, or the art's nice, but it does nothing for X, Y, and Z deck. It does nothing for this. It'll never be good. It'll never be great. So that high-end card by rarity is now cheap. Let's say $2 all the way to like maybe $5 or $6. Years down the line, a couple cards come out that support that card. Somebody puts it in a deck, they figure out how to make it work, and now all of a sudden that $2 to $6 card is now a $75 to $100 card. Just rough estimation. Now everybody's saying that, oh, this card's great, this card's awesome, this card's fantastic. Like, if you're not playing this card, you don't know how to play the game, which is wild, because this is the exact same card and the exact same people who 2-3 years ago, sometimes even 6 months ago, say that the card was trash. If you're playing it, you're a horrible card player. You shouldn't be playing competitively, X, Y, and Z. So now just look at that and look at how a lot of those people in your local card stores or on the internet or wherever you're viewing people play card content, and see how they talk. Listen to how they carry themselves, or I guess watch how they carry themselves, and listen to the words that they use towards you as a consumer, and then people that they're actually playing against. So there's a lot of things that you can fake over the internet, but authenticity is one of those things that's very difficult to fake. And at some point, all of that comes to a head. And I'm saying this because I think that you should look at cards the same way you look at people. Trading card games are really a haven for people who've been beat up by life. Let's just be honest. A lot of people had terrible backgrounds, terrible life situations, and they were on the brink of, their last leg. But cards and the card game community that they join, whether it be MTG, Final Fantasy, Yu-Gi-Oh, Lorcana, One Piece, Digimon, whatever, they were able to find a revival of life in playing these card games. So when these people come and find these cards that the majority of the community saying it's trash, a lot of those people feel like you're taking a bite at them because they like that card and they may want to try to make it work. But a lot of people don't have high self-esteem or high confidence in trading cards. So to avoid being berated and belittled, they skip out on something that they thought was cool because of how somebody else interpreted it. And that's it. it kind of sucks because the games that we play should be based on creativity. It should be based on like who's coming out with the best strategy, who has something cool to add to the game. And if everything becomes a one-sided opinion by the popular people of whatever game, then nothing ever gets changed. New people don't come to the game. Old people start leaving because prices are inflated too much, or too much of a toxic environment, and people leave toxic environments to come play cards. So when you treat people terribly because of how they decide to build their decks or their interest in certain cards, like, you're really not helping the situation. You're actually creating probably a worse situation for not only you and the card game as a whole, because the less people that play, the less people actually hear about it, because a lot of these card games are word of mouth. So it's just, just a conversation starter. Like, what do you think is the root cause of this toxic environment of, talking about cards? Because I feel like all cards are healthy in their own regard. And I think creativity is what sparks cards to be great. I feel like most cards are on the same playing field, and it's the combination of cards that make them great. But that's just my, little assessment. I want to know what you think. Leave it in the comments. My email's in the description, and, let's have a conversation about it. But I am New Never You, and if you didn't know, now you do. Peace.